Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to check out an amazing, powerful and easy to use Town Hall 18 attack strategy with, of course, the Dragon Duke, but a ground attack strategy, because we all know the Duke does not like other air units around him. So what makes sense? Use a ground attack. Now you're probably thinking, Moose, no way, this isn't going to work. An air hero with a ground attack. But just trust me. Couple of friendly challenges here, Legend League modifier, and you'll see that he can be really powerful. So Heroes, Pets, Equipment on the left-hand side. We've got the Phoenix with the Duke. Then our main army is going to be some healers, throwers, Zap Quake, and a Super Yeti and Super Valk, normally inside the log launcher. So I'd used my Legend League attacks for the day at the point I started testing this out. I don't know, I was just driving and I thought, Dragon Duke, ground attack, and I started doing some practicing. And after I got a bit more comfortable with sort of the fundamentals of the attack, I worked out, yeah, it actually does work really well. So let's go through the different stages of this attack. So first of all, Grand Warden with some healers. That's your funnel on one side of the base. Then you can use the Dragon Duke on the other side of the base. Maybe the King on the other side of the base. But you'll see how it all comes together in just a moment. So Grand Warden over here. On the Dragon Duke, we're having the default hero equipment for survivability, and you've got that sort of flame blower, whatever it's called. It can do loads of damage. Then the main army, we're going straight for that Town Hall with the log launcher, and we're going to send in the Dragon Duke. If you use his ability, remember that flame will come out in sort of a cone shape, do some damage. It can really help the push into the base. Now, the one thing you've got to watch out for, of course, with the Dragon Duke is to make sure there's no air units around him. Otherwise, he loses so much value in stats with that sort of rage ability he gets when there's no other air units. Now, I'll put it at the top of the screen. I should have found this out before, but healers. But yeah, as long as there's not too many air units near him, then he still get that rage ability. And then we've recalled him and sent him back on the other side of the base. So you can have a recall spell and a revive spell. You get so much value out of the King or the Dragon Duke. Best way I think you can think of the Dragon Duke is he's more like an air version of the King. He's just got so much health, does so much damage when he's solo by himself. He's a great hero. And I would say, I don't think he's broken or anything like that, because I've seen some people say he's so overpowered. Well, I said this in a couple of my other videos. If you release the Grand Warden now with Eternal Tome, Healing Tome, Eternal Tome, Rage Gem, you'd have the same conversation. The Grand Warden being released now would be the same. He's so powerful, he's so good. And I think heroes do need to be powerful, they do need to be good. So I do think the Dragon Duke is a really powerful unit, and he does give us lots of different options with these attack strategies. So the Dragon Duke is an air hero, but he does work really well with ground attack armies. And of course, I think at the moment your Dragon Duke should be boosted. So do give him a try it out. This is a strong army anyway, a thrower army with Zap Quake. I love having that Zap Quake, especially for Legend League, Clan War League, any sort of attacks. You can get so much value out of 2 Earthquake and 6 Lightnings. And if you use your Dragon Duke properly, we do have another replay in just a moment, by the way, but if you use him properly, sending him in to take out the right side of the base, left side of the base, funneling, or even with the main attack, he can be devastating. And just remember, if you do send him in solo on one side of the base to funnel, do watch out for single target infernos, monoliths, things that trouble your king. Just think of him as a flying king. But I don't know, a bit better? I mean, I love his hero equipment, and I can tell you, it was mentioned the other day, there will be an epic piece of hero equipment for the Dragon Duke coming out in April. So that'll be exciting. I'll obviously bring you more news about that when I've got it. So first stage of this attack, and again, we're going to use Zap Quake, and I think your sort of main targets is going to be the Revenge Tower, the Monolith. It depends if you've got much value around them, or if you can take them out quickly. I mean, if the Revenge Tower is in the first layer of defenses, you know you'll get it in 30 seconds or so, then what's the point? But if it's on the other side of the base, it's going to absolutely destroy your army later on. So we've sent in the Dragon Duke on the left-hand side. For once, the Minion Prince is getting some of his own medicine there, because the Minion Prince on defense can be so annoying. But the Dragon Duke just says, yeah, see you later. I can take care of this on the left-hand side of the base. Then the main army on the right-hand side of the base with the Grand Warden with a bit of a funnel, and we just let the Dragon Duke move his way into the base. We do have the Phoenix. I think that's a good match with the Dragon Duke. Default hero equipment. I haven't got the stun thing. I forget the name of it, sorry. I'm not using that. I'm just using the default equipment for survivability. So yeah, guys, definitely something to consider. I do think Dragon Duke works well with all armies. Initially, you just think, yeah, air army, air hero goes with an air army, obviously. But yeah, ground army, it works really well as well. And because we've got more heroes now, obviously, if you level them up, you can have other heroes to use. So I think it is a good thing. And I do like the hero equipment on the Dragon Duke as well. I think it's really, really cool. And talking of the Dragon Duke, he's just chilling out on the left-hand side of the base, just taking things out left, right, and centre. And we've got a nice bulk of throwers moving through the base. And just for full transparency, guys, these are friendly challenges on Legend League modifier, and not all my attacks are 3 stars, of course. You know, I have to get a feel for the attack, find something that works, but I definitely think this is strong, this is different, and I think it's a lot of fun as well. So while you've got that Dragon Duke maxed, give it a try, even if it's just in friendly challenges, and let me know in the video comments, what do you think? Do you think, Moose, what are you on about? It really doesn't work for me. Or do you think, actually, yeah, this does work. This is a good combination. And before we finish, guys, just a couple of things to remember. If you want to see more Town Hall 18 attack strategies like this, do hit that subscribe button and notification bell, join the Samoose army. Remember to like the video and hype it if you've enjoyed it. And one last thing, do remember that you can help support your favourite content creator in-game by using their code before making any purchases. You can do that in the settings, and our code is CodeMoose. Any support would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, remember to stay hydrated, remember to practice your funneling, and I'll put the army copy link for you in the video description. Anyway, hope you get loads of 3 stars. Good luck, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.